Hey, my name is Ebenezer Gurbar-Hewitt, and I'm a product manager with IBM Observability Products. And I'm here joined with...
And I'm Kyle Skillingstad, a platform engineer with IBM Client Engineering, and we help solve our clients' most pressing needs.
Yes, so in the recent news of IBM's acquisition of HashiCorp, we're going to talk about one of their core products, which is Terraform. We're creating this video to show the value of Terraform in a very simple way, whether you're a technical person or not a technical person. We have three different use cases of the alternatives versus Terraform. So the first one is going to be Terraform versus using a bash script. Next, we're going to talk about Terraform versus cloud native tools, infrastructure as code tools like Azure Resource Manager, as well as AWS CloudFormation. And the third use case is going to be version controlling capabilities of Terraform. So should we get started on that?
Yeah, I think we shall.
So for our first use case, we're going to talk about Terraform versus bash script. Kyle, you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, totally. I'll open this up here. Say I'm wanting to run a new task, such as creating a new file or let's say provisioning a virtual machine, which is a task that can be quite daunting, especially if you have to run a bash script, such as this one. It has many steps involved that you have to follow and keep track of on your own. And also you may have to install many packages beforehand, which can be especially complex if you're trying to work with other members on your team. And this is actually where Terraform can really come in to help you out in a big way. If you open up Terraform here, you can see how you can run this all from one place, and it is very structured and clearly organized for you. Essentially, you can run Terraform init and Terraform apply to apply this code automatically, streamlined in one place, without having to keep track of all these little details yourself.
Yes, and if you open up that page, Kyle, where we have the bash script, these both command/code are trying to achieve a similar thing. That's the difference between declarative versus imperative code. With declarative, the code tries to go out and does the thing by itself. It's more task focused, accomplishing the task, versus when it's imperative, you have to write each step of what you want it to do, and it's not state aware. Anything you want to add on to that, Kyle?
Yeah, I think Ebenezer, you summed it up beautifully. It just makes it much easier to do it all in one place. It's like having a set of eyes to do it for you and automating it and making it easier than ever before.
Next, we're going to talk about our second use case, which is Terraform versus cloud native infrastructure as code tools. So Terraform versus AWS CloudFormation, as well as Azure Resource Manager. Kyle, you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, totally. So as a developer on my end, when working with our teams and with our clients, we often have to go to each of these individual places to pull in useful information to set up for our accounts. For instance, I'll just quickly go to CloudFormation here. When you log in, there are several steps you have to take for this. For instance, providing template, deletion policy, you have to update policies as well. Just quite a few tasks is doable, but you have to keep track of this yourself. Similarly, for the resource manager in Microsoft Azure, you also have to write your own queries, correspond all these from the right places, and line everything up. This, again, is manageable, but it can be quite a lot. Where if you use Terraform, on the other hand, you can simply create your own new workspace like this here, and then through that, you can sync this automatically using your preferred method of choice. You can, for instance, do a CLI-driven workflow, or you can drive it from an API on your own end, or you can work with version control as well. And through here, it'll automatically sync with these services. That way you don't have to go enter all those details in the previous screens.
Yeah, you don't need to have the expertise of having AWS CloudFormation, Azure Resource Manager. You can centralize your infrastructure provisioning from one place, and it also extends just from cloud environments to hybrid cloud solutions, including like on-prem, which takes us to our next point, which is version control. So I feel like this is a good transition.
Yeah, so for version control, it's quite straightforward. You can simply select the tile here from the menu, and then from here it automatically provides these links that Ebenezer was talking about. For instance, if I had like a colleague working on GitHub, an employee working on Azure DevOps, you can easily sync these together, and this will manage the version control for you as well as the services themselves. For instance, if different software packages had like different versions of when they were made and when they were produced. This would be able to sort those details out for you and allow them to seamlessly integrate with each other. And it just reduces any risk that you might have of versions being like misaligned and causing extra time having to be invested there. Instead, it's all done for you. It's like having a second set of eyes to clean all these up and reduce time that could be spent trying to resolve other errors.
Yeah, and in general, as a developer, what are some benefits of having version control?
Honestly, I'd say the benefits are tremendous. Like really, they go back to everything from you're trying to launch a new software package and you want it to be compatible with your existing software so you can deploy at scale, or you have multiple people working in parallel. This could all streamline that and just reduce any time you have to spend going back and forth trying to go through the horror story of lining up versions.
Yep. Yeah, I think you summarized it pretty well. Thanks for the demos, Kyle. Thank you all for watching this video. I hope you learned some benefits of using Terraform versus the alternatives. We have some exciting integrations coming up with Turbonomic, Instana, and Concert. So please be on the lookout with the integrations of Terraform and these 3 different products. Thank you.